Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Gamerpeons. Today we're having a look at Blacklight Retribution. This game's been running around lately and I've been playing quite a bit of it. At first I got a little ad saying, hey, Blacklight Retribution, free to play, and I was like, what's this game? I didn't get any news of this game coming, and I looked back and I was like, oh, okay, I've been blind, what the hell? So I just downloaded it because free to play, why not try it? I mean, that's actually a good business model, free to play. It's actually becoming quite a large business model, seeing as you can try it. You just tend to get more people trying your game because they're not shied away, because of course it's free. But anyway, so it's an FPS free-to-play shooter. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's developed by Zombie Studios and published by Perfect World Entertainment. Zombie Studios, okay then. I don't think I've heard of these guys, but to be honest, I've not played any of their games. Like, I've looked back at them, and nope, I've not played any of their games, but they are the creators of the original Blacklight Tango Down. I believe that's the original, yes. I believe that was the meh version of Blacklight, I believe, but they completely remodeled it at the moment. It's very PC specific. It's got a lot of options. Seriously, a lot of options. That's something I'm definitely going to be showing you in this little, I don't know, review, first impression. I don't know what this is. It's just, I had this sudden urge to actually have a look at this game, because I've been playing a lot of it, and it's really fun. I was surprised how fun it was, because it's, I don't know, the biggest comparison I can make with this game has to be Call of Duty. It doesn't have the same setting, okay? It doesn't have the same setting or graphical design fidelity, all that stuff. But it does have the same mechanics in some ways. Mechanics of the game being shoot people, win. But that's all I can say about that. Now, it follows an interesting free-to-play business model, as in you buy parts of guns in a different way. You can either buy it with GP, being the in-game currency, or Zen, being the currency that you buy with real money. That was a terrible description, but still, that's what you do. You pay real money to get a certain amount of Zen. At the start, it actually was extremely expensive. Like, I believe it cost like £7 to get like a muzzle or something, and that's actually, yeah, you're probably thinking, what, muzzle? Yeah, you can actually buy specific parts of guns. It's actually quite funny. And actually very, very customization. It's got a lot of customization. It's so much that I believe it might scare people away because of how much there is. But I like it. I think it's awesome. It gives you a sense of originality in that respect, which I think is just fantastic. You can muck around with different gun designs, do whatever you want to see what's the best and what works best for you. But that's something I'm definitely going to be showing you in this video here. But that's enough rambling. We should actually get on with this. I've been talking for too long. Although I could say a lot more about this, I do feel, but I just need to keep it short, because I need to actually show you the game. So let's get on with it. Right, so this is the menu screen right here. You have the little global chat here. This is all your different chat types. I'm not sure if the party system, clan, or team system are actually working right now. Actually, the team and lobby is working, but the clan and party I don't think is working at the moment. But you got your little options here. You got your character here. This is always here. It always changes depending on what you do to your character. You can only have one character, I might add. Only one character on the EU server or the US server, depending on what you're on. I'm going to show you this little screen here. This is pretty much what you've been doing over time. Now, the latest patch has kind of broke the game, actually. I've found the game to be really weird and broken at the moment since the latest patch, which happened today, I believe, like an hour ago or something like that. And it's completely reset. I'm not sure if this actually worked to begin with. But anyway, yeah. So you got your friends here, you got your mail. Mailing system works. Every time you get a level or a reward, something, you actually get it mailed to you, and you can open it, and it will be put into your inventory along with everything else that you own. That could be even items that you possess, let's say that you've rented, which I'll talk about later. Even you've got a support page here to help you get latest news, and that also should appear up there anyway, but it's not there because of the patch. And you got your feed here. Now, there are two different currency types in this game. There's GP and there's Zen. GP being the in-game currency type, Zen being the real money. So if I want to buy some Zen, here, this is how much it will cost. So £10 for 1,000 Zen. Now you're thinking, 1,000 Zen sounds like a lot. It's not. 1,000 Zen is not a lot. Okay, it's actually quite overpriced. I've seen single items worth 1,000 Zen. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. In fact, heroes themselves cost 2,000 Zen, which I'll talk about heroes later. But a hero is 2,000 Zen, which is £17, and that's like $24. So put that into account. That's actually a lot of money. Too much, if you ask me. So I'm at the menu screen here. I've shown you the little options menu. I'm going to quickly show you the play game menu. This is dedicated menu. This is not your peer-to-peer system that you would usually get, where you get put into a random game. This is how you select it. When you select it, it will give you the map and it will give you the game mode. All these game modes here are the standard game modes that you have. Kill confirmed and King of the Hill being my personal favorite, which I'll talk about later, and actually talk about how the different game modes actually correlate with the map type, and actually the map type being very important to the different game mode. Now you've also got ranked matches, but they're not available at the moment. But with ranked matches, you can actually get rewards for winning, I believe, and I think you still get something for losing. But this is a quick join. I'm not going to click that in case it works, but I'm not sure if that's still working anyway. Now you've also got a little filtering system here. For it, you can do anything. You can take off full servers. You don't want to see full servers. You don't get to see full servers, which I think is a neat system. And that's actually what I recommend doing. Just not show full servers. I'm going to show the marketplace. So this is basically what you can buy with Zen only, unless it's this color. If it's this sort of color, it can only be afforded using Zen. If it's like a bronze-ish color, then it can be bought with Zen or GP. I recommend only buying that stuff with GP though, because sometimes it's a bit overpriced. Once again, that's about £7 for a heavy assault rifle. Okay, that's still pretty. That's a lot of money. You might as well just get loads of shit. But anyway, you can buy your packs here. Once again, Zen only, unless you want the Data No Chance pack, which is something else I'll be talking about, funny enough, and there's a lot of things I'll be talking about. Let me just show you the settings very quickly. Settings in this game are very good, very PC-specific settings. They give you everything you want. Everything. Now, my settings I think have been changed just a little bit. I did find my settings to be all of them lowered for some reason since the latest patch. I did say that the latest patch has actually broke the game in some ways. Like, the game's still functional, but I've found a lots of bugs that I've not had quite recently. You can actually talk in this game. There is a push-to-talk system in there, but I'm not sure if you have to actually activate that or something. I've not actually heard anyone talk. So that's actually a relief. I don't want to hear like little kids talk, but that's probably because it's just PC or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I think that's a neat system. But I believe you can actually mute them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now you got your audio, standard audio settings. Now this is awesome, the crosshair settings. This is something I love. I wish more games, FPS games, would specifically do this. The ability to customize a crosshair. This is so important. It's so good and so important because you can customize it to your settings, and this is very specific. You can actually, when it hovers over a teammate or an enemy, it actually changes color, which I think is a very neat system, and you can actually add its own defined color. But why I think this is good is because most games I tend to find have a really terribly contrasted crosshair, something like a white one, so you can't actually see what's in front of you. Like, you don't need the crosshair though. That's the thing. The crosshair is a guide. You don't need it though. Like, if you have a good hand-eye coordination skills, then you should be able to play without the crosshair. But I've found a lot of games to have a white or black crosshair that have had a bad correlation with the background, and you won't be able to see them. I found that to happen with a lot of games, and I'm thinking with this game, because you can change the color of your crosshair to a much more vibrant color that is much more visible to the background around you, it's much easier. And also as the white surrounding, so even if it does get lost, you can still see it. Okay, you can actually change a lot of it. You can change what it looks like this. You can change its rotation. You could change its contrast. And then how opaque it is. You can even change its how many ticks it's got. That's like Predator. That's actually a neat tick, and I'm gonna actually have that. That looks pretty neat. Or one. Can I have one tick of a one? I'm gonna have Predator tick. But anyway, yeah. See, I'm changing these on the fly. It's very good. Anyway, you got your controls here, very standard controls. Even does your tight aim sensitivity, which I think is very neat. Very neat in case you want a different sensitivity to when you're aiming rather than your normal mouse sensitivity. I think that's very, very, very good. Now, the key bindings, very standard, and it gives you two different binding types. So if you want to have a different key for, you know, firing, you can if you want. Wow, I didn't know that was my other firing key, but that's another neat prospect there. Then you got your account stuff. I haven't actually looked at what this is. The auto-equip and stuff like that, okay, and that makes sense. Okay, but now you also got training, which is neat as well. But anyway, now we'll get to the meaty stuff. This is the core of the game right here. Your customization. You can customize a lot in this game. Now, this is your profile. This shows your unlocks, titles, emblem, emotes, and announcer voices. Now, unlocks doesn't really matter, just shows what's unlocked. Now, titles is what appears underneath your name. Just gives you a little quote. It says something like, you know, you accomplished this goal. Much like World of Warcraft, where you had this talent system that would show you, you know, you have accomplished this achievement, you're a badass sort of thing. And people are like, oh my god, how did you do that? Something like that. But it's just like a neat little trait. This is your emblem. This is what defines your player. This is your sign. Mine's pretty standard. I didn't really work too hard on this. Some people's emblems are very cool little emblems. But anyway, you got your emotes. The emotes are quite funny, actually. It's just random emotes. And there's a lot of them. Like, I was surprised at how many emotes there are. It's even got a caution emote. That's cute. And a crane. Do the crane! Cut it! No, cut it! No, yeah, it's got a bunch of funny emotes here. Now, what happens at the end of matches is the top 3 players of the winning team will actually like be shown, and you can actually do your emotes there to like assert your dominance. Assert your dominance. But anyway, you got the announcer.
Objective: eliminate all hostile agents.
She talks whenever the game starts, and whenever the other team members maybe they capture a point or something like that. Once again, that's personal preference. And what I'm actually thinking, and it's the same with voices, is your character voice. Now, I'm thinking this is definitely going to be something that you can pay for in the future with real money, and you won't be able to actually get that with GP. And maybe you can, but you have to have a lot of GP, and you can only get it permanently. But it's like a system that can also define your character. Now, the voice, everyone else will be able to hear. The announcer, only you will be able to hear. Okay. Nodes. Once again, it's like the point system in League of Legends, where you get these little mini buff powers and they give you a little buff. Only thing with difference is that League of Legends are going to have it permanently. On this, you actually has allocated amount of time allocated to it. So you can't actually have, there is no node that's permanent, I do not believe. But there are nodes that can happen for like a month or something like that. And basically they're just little buffs that can, you know, help you in the field in specific, you know, positions, let's say. Now, you can only have 5 nodes at a time. That's good. You can't have, like, if you have all of the nodes at a time, that would be a bit broken. Now, fusion, this is a neat system. This gives you the ability to combine two nodes to make a more powerful node and equally as good node. Trip over words here. Or a not a less as powerful node. And it's chance based. This is why it has increased chance of success. I'm not sure what the chance of success is, though. I don't think... Oh, yeah, okay, so chance of success. If you put 2 nodes in there, I'm thinking the higher level the node, the less the chance you have to succeed. You can buy more chances to succeed using Zen only. Apart from the first one, you can actually have a 5% success chance by paying 5 GP. So I don't even know why you wouldn't do that. That's something you should do, because that's so little GP. I mean, wow. Anyway, so you got your heroes here. This is a very neat, actually. So you got your custom hero here, but then you've also got a bunch of customized heroes with their own allocated weapons and gear and stuff like that, which can't be changed. You can't change what a hero is wearing. You can only change what your custom hero is wearing. But the thing with a hero is that they look very much unique. You can't actually make your guy look like this, that, anything like that. And what's good about them is that they have their own allocated stats as well. Now, if you look to the right of the screen here, you'll see the armor, the different armor types they're wearing, which do count towards how much health and armor, you know, all that stuff they got. HRV is something I'll be talking about in-game. It's pretty much like a wall hack, but it's not a hack because it's in the game. But, you know, that's pretty much it. Now, they have their own little traits. But mainly this robot guy is like the buff robot that's like 25% armor and 237 health, which is overpowered apparently. I have heard cases, people just like screaming. I've not actually gone against one of these guys. Wait, no, I have gone against one of these guys. I haven't found them to be too much trouble, but I have found them to be a lot tougher to take down than the average opponent, mainly because of that 25% health buff, which you can't actually get. You can't actually get with a custom hero, which I think is a bit strange. I always found that the heroes should always get something similar. Like, they can only really be that level if they have the same armor types or anything like that. They just look different. That's primarily why people would get them, because they look different. And you can actually get the different textures. They can actually have different textures to define them. Very neat. But anyway, equipment. This is what your character is wearing. It does change what it looks like. They are pretty high resolution. If I go to the first one, so yeah, they're pretty high resolution. This one here, I feel, is the less, not as clear or quality as the others, but that's because it's the default one they give you. This one is the buff one. This one gives you the armor buff along with a health buff at the same time. Now, if you see here, the red ones is a decrease. The green numbers here are an increase in my item type if I wanted to change. I'm selecting my current item at the moment, so it's not changing anything. This can be set the same for the chest. Once again, it changes what you look like, but also changes your stats depending on what it looks like as well. I've found that it's actually quite good when you look at something. When you see it, you automatically know that it's, it makes you faster, or, gives you more stamina, or your HRV is longer, something like that. Once again, same with the legs. Trophies. There's only 2 trophies at the moment, one for Player Appreciation Week and one for the beta. I haven't actually gotten anything else, any more news than that. And this is a little coating for your player, a little skin if you will, changes what your player looks like. Once again, it defines your player, makes you different to everyone else. Now this is your gear. You can have 5 gear, I believe, but 2 of them are locked at the moment. That, or you can only have 3, but you can have your backpack, a backpack type of backpack, and then at the moment I could have 2 different smaller gears I can attach to my belt. Now I have a standard combat knife and a grenade, because that's what I felt like having, although I will change the knife to something else. Now, I haven't actually explained the purchasing system at the moment, actually, but you can buy items using in-game currency or Zen, like I've said, but in a very funny system. You can rent the item for an extended duration of time, or you can permanently buy it, which will cost you a lot of GP. And that's a combat knife Mark II. Interesting. I didn't know there was a Mark II. Now, you can buy an amount, but you can't do that right now, and I'm thinking the amount is probably like you want to buy one for your friend and one for you. So, maybe you could tag team with the same builds. You can buy for friend, but I'm thinking that's for future reference. Now, this is the total cost of it, current balance and the end balance. Once again, I think it's a very neat system. It makes the player try more, I believe, because you have to pay it daily if you're paying, you're trying it out. And you tend to find yourself actually paying for the same gun quite often, and you don't want to run out of GP at the same time, so it actually makes you play more in that respect. It makes you want to play more of the game, and I found that to be a very neat little thought, let's say. Now, a depot. This is the kill streak system of the game. It's not exactly a kill streak system. Like, in a game like Call of Duty, if you kill a bunch of people in a row, like a kill streak, you'll get a reward. In this, you get points in the match only, which resets every match. But basically, the amount of points you get, you can then go to a depot station and acquire some sort of kill streak item. Here I have health, ammo, flamethrower, rocket launcher, and mech. Mech being the most expensive, and it goes up in a row here, as you can see. And the more powerful they are, the more expensive they are, but that's not necessarily a way of saying that they're skillless. No, you still need a relatively decent amount of actual skill or, awareness to actually use a mech. It's a very powerful piece of kit, but it can get taken down because it's a big target, so you're going to get a lot of fire damage on you. It's also very vulnerable to flamethrowers, so you're probably going to watch out there, because you can actually just like kite around a mech and you'll be fine. So, unless of course another player comes around, which is some sort of tactical quantity I wanted to talk about. Okay. Okay, so this is the gun system. This is the meat of the game. This is where you want to find weapons. Now, the gun customization system in this game is very good. I found it to be very unique to the player. It makes you stand out, and also it gives the player a kind of freedom to make their own weapon. Now, there are pre-made weapons that have just made up of all the parts. You can actually make these if you wanted to, if you had the right level, right parts, or you had a lot of money on you, something like that. But you can buy these weapons for only 1 day. You can only buy these weapons for 1 day. And you can keep buying them for 1 day, but you cannot buy them for a month. Or, you know, or permanently, because that would kind of get rid of the point. Imagine buying a gun permanently like this, of this caliber, that, you know, you can change or... excuse me. The gun that would be cheaper than like a muzzle or something, because a gun costs the same amount as, like, you know, a gun part, which is why it's good to have, but it's not your settings. Okay, this gun isn't what you want it to be. But yeah, once again, loads of interesting models here. I do not know if they actually change. I don't believe they do though. Okay, so let's go to the actual gun. This is my own gun, just the normal gun that you have lying around here, and these are the receivers of your gun. You can actually use these to get the chassis of your gun. They all do different things, like the LMG, as you can see here to the right. These are all the attachments of the LMG. Very standard, but what I like is that the attachments that I've got on it already is automatically attaching themselves to this different chassis type. And it's giving me all the specs that I've got with them extended to it. Okay, so you got your muzzle, pretty much. What I like about this is that every little customization here isn't a straight up bonus, it's a little buff. Apart from that, actually, wow. That actually gets rid of a... But anyway, yeah, so they're not straight up bonuses. They're little buffs. And the good thing about that is that there will not be any, like, supreme weapon, like, I don't know, muzzle or barrel. There's always going to be a player specified way of doing it. So if you was to not if you was to what, if you wanted to find the supreme weapon type, you won't be able to, because the little attachments here are very much player specific, and they are what the player feels good with. So, you know, if the player feels good with having no real recoil, well, less recoil but less damage at the same time, then, you know, that's what they feel is good for them. It's not really a straight out buff, it's actually a way of saying that this, you can have customization, you can make a gun that you think you will be okay with and what you will feel good with. And something else with that is that you can actually muck around and experiment with the different gun types to have a constant source of playing. So there's like hundreds of customizations with this game, maybe thousands, maybe not thousands, but there's a lot of customization. Here I can just show you the different models here. You can change anything. It does change the different model type of the gun, which I found to be very good. You can even change your ammo type here, and you can have, there's different ammo types as well, like explosive, electrical, corrosive, and fire, I believe. Something like that. There you go, yeah. I think the fire one is meant to be the very powerful one. But anyway, yeah, the scope, I mean. The scope is actually very much how the player feels good with. I feel good with the red dot sight because it gives me a good narrow view, and it makes aiming easy, but you can also see what's around you at the same time. Not a narrow view, I mean. So, once again, it doesn't only changes where you can zoom in, or scope in. It doesn't do anything else, no extra buffs, it's just what the player feels good with. And once again, red being something I can't actually access until I'm a certain level, but I can purchase them with Zen at any time I want. And I don't think I actually mentioned that. A stock, once again, This will buff you up. Now you can get a weapon tag here. You earn these from actually paying for them or earning achievements, I believe. In fact, no, you could just pay for them, and they're little buffs. Yeah, here we go. We got the achievements here. Huh. I have the portal gun, apparently. You know what? Okay. Yeah, I can activate it. Why not? This. I didn't even know I had it. It's awesome. But you can also change the camo of your gun. Don't know why you'd want to. It's not much point, but I suppose it'll make you feel good knowing that you have like a badass gun. Like someone will kill you and they'll pick up your gun and it's like, oh my god, that guy was a badass, he's got a badass gun. And you'll be like, yeah, I do. I'm dead anyway. Dead inside, kill me, Muro. Anyway, that's pretty much what I say about that. I have to apologize slightly if I ever sounded a lack of interest or my voice. It sounded sore because this is my third attempt. This is my third attempt of going all the way through it, and I'm kind of getting sick of it now. Because I've had a resolution problem the first time, the second time I've had some other problem, and the third time. But anyway, you don't want to hear that, you want to see me play the game. So next clip you're going to see is me playing the game. Okay, so we're in a little lobby here. As you can see, the lobby system just show pretty much anything you would need, like the game mode, what game is coming up, how long you got until the game starts, like up here, and all the people there on your team. Now, these are still switched, so I don't think it matters who's there and who's there. You will still be switched around. Now look at this, watch this.
Objective: secure and update network mesh now.
That was quick. I'm serious, this is like super quick. Anyway, yes, this is like one of the quickest loading times I've ever actually seen in a game. And there's stuff going on. No, I will not die. This is hectic, wow. Grenade! Yeah, kill him. I must apologize in advance, by the way, if it's too loud. Ah, I got killed. I think it's a bit too loud. I apologize once again. The loadout's in the way. Let's just change the volume. Anyway, yes, they're pushing us back here. They've got A. I'm playing the domination game mode. Grenade out. I'm playing the domination game mode, so it's dominative. Basically, what you got to do in this game mode is hack the 3 points and hold them for a certain amount of time. And the more points you have, the more points you will, well, the more control points you acquire, the more points you will get. You can see we have 2 control points, so we've got a steady hold here. Now, damn it. I'm not the best at this game. Ah, what? Oh, I died. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm going to apologize as well because I'm not used to 30 frames per second. So it's kind of tough. I'm not the best at this game though, but I don't think I'm terrible. Although the what? What was that? What killed me? So, I must note actually that the current patch of the game is broken. It has actually broke the game in some ways. Spawn points are a bit broken in some ways. It's alright now, but I mean, I found myself to be spawning like, if I was playing Capture the Flag, I would spawn right next to the flag, the enemy team flag, or something like that. Ah, I'm so bad at this game. Yeah! Anyway, so this is the HRV, I recall, and basically allows you to see through walls. Oh, morale boost anyway. I think you get that for trying to kill someone. But pretty much it allows you to see through walls. It gives the ability to stop camping. Oh, I got the last hit then. That was pretty good. What the? Anyway. How the hell did we miss that guy? Oh. Thank you. So let's have a little HDR here. We can see everything. This stops campers or anything like that. What the hell are you doing? Yeah! Oh, I feel good killing people in melee, what can I say? Makes me a heartless bastard, but still. Oh, oh yeah, I forgot to reload. Ah, grenade! Ah, damn it. So bad at this game. Anyway, the game looks graphically pretty good, actually. It looks very good graphically, especially for a free-to-play game. You don't find many free-to-play games to look this good. Oh god, wow, what the hell? Wow, what? He like one-shot me with that gun. Oh well. You do tend to find yourself getting one-shot sometimes. I'm not sure if that's a game glitch or something, but it's quite irritating. Oh god, this is hectic. Grenade out. I'm gonna get killed. Yay, I killed him! Cause for celebration! Now let me just go back. I'm sorry, I'm not concentrating. It's hard to talk about this game and actually play it at the same time. No! My screen! Ah! That guy again. Damn him in his headshots. Excuse me. So we're currently winning at the moment. If you look to the bottom there, it will show you how much points on each team there are. We're currently winning just about. Oh shit. Oh poo, I mean. Yeah, in the face! Because in the face... Did that go off? Oh, I did, but it took too long. I ran out of ammunition, so I thought I'd just go for it. But anyway, yeah. Oh. Ah, they always get away just about. What's that noise? Okay, this is on our team. Okay, that's good. Interesting. I think what I should do is try and show what a mech looks like. It's called a hard suit, but I'm going to call it a mech, because why the hell not? Let's not die. I usually always die when I spawn these guys in. Okay, so this is a mech. Sup? I'm going to go this way. I'm going to show off my abilities, and what the hell is shooting me? I'm going to move up on in here. And mechs can take control of areas. I'm not the best mech. Ow. I'm actually quite terrible at it. See, look, I'm controlling the point, I'm giving them something else to shoot at, and this guy's starting to piss me off. You're dead. So, look, a mech can take control of the points, they don't take the control points as quickly, though. But they can still take them. They have to be very much up close, though. Now, the thing with a mech is that they cannot use the HRV. Oh. Yeah. Ah, I just got stunned. Stunning. Yeah, I saw you there, bro. I'm getting a bit too into this. Now that was a hit. Oh, I got my mech friend here. We're gonna go mowing. Hello. Ah, damn. Glare. I'm playing in the mech now. I'm sorry. I apologize again. It's my first review. What can I say? I'm going to do a little thrust there, and I'm going to turn around. Now, like I said, the mech cannot use the HRV, so they are very much limited compared to everyone else. But what you could do is if you have your teammate with you, you can have a teammate tell you everything that's going on with their HRV. So, you know, you can go around a corner and then someone else, or you can, like, they can tell you where your hit point, where your hard point is, and that's a point that will do a load of damage, which can only be seen using the HDR thing. I got you, mate. He can see me with this. He shit himself. Damn, that guy's a pro. Pro-leetness. Taking so much damage. In the face. Like I said, the spawn points are a bit weird in this game. See, I'm spawn camping now. I'm a dick. I'm not gonna do that. It goes against my rights. Wait, I have rights? I'm a mech guy. I don't have rights. Oh look, that's a spawn point now. Where the hell do I go? It looks like A might be under attack, so let's go to A. Oh, A is under attack. Oh, that was a failed boost. I just mowing for the hell of it, like. Ugh. I don't think anyone's actually shooting from a main point. A mech in this area is not very good, I feel, because they are very vulnerable. Oh. GG. And I believe I might have gotten a level up, I'm not sure. But there you go, top 3 players. I can do my little emote there. Yeah. 23 kills. Mainly from the mech. Yeah, you do tend to find people that much kills are mech users. There you go. Wow, that's a lot of points. Choose a mech more often. So there you go, I'm getting my GP for finishing a game here. Now you can see, actually, the amount a gun would cost to, you know, pre-have is actually the same amount as how much you would usually earn in a normal game. I'm going to leave that now. Now, I just want to have a little view, like, because that wasn't the best description of a game, let's say, because I couldn't concentrate very well. But what I can say is that map types and game modes are very specific. Specific maps have different, like, first, the mapping design in the game isn't amazing, but it's very, what can I say, like, it's distinctive to the different game modes. Like, every map is okay for the kill confirmed and team deathmatch. Okay, but something like Domination has, like, one map, I believe, like Seaport, has 2 control points closer to someone else's spawn. No, it's a different map, but it was sort of odd in a respect that it wasn't balanced. Now, another game called King of Hill, which is one of my favorite game modes, is you have to control a point that it will spawn randomly around the map when you take a point. And what I found in that game mode is that the point would randomly spawn, and if you're unlucky, it will spawn very much right next to where the enemy team spawns, which means they get a free point in, you know, like that. Now, some game maps actually prevent that because they only have certain spawn locations that are not close to the enemy spawns. I believe a seaport or something like that. It was a dock, like an oil refinery on the sea, oil rig, and it would only spawn in the middle, unlike other maps where it was spawned, you know, closer to the one team or another team. So the maps and the different game modes are very specific, and I think the game modes only work balanced and very well at specific maps. That's what I tend to find, and I think that's what they've gone for there. They've made specific maps. The thing is, they should have made it good for all maps, but I found that it's not very good for all maps. The shooting in general hasn't got much punch to it. I mean, I suppose when you shoot someone, you do feel like you're shooting them because of the sound effects and the feel of it. But other than that, the shooting, it's so generic FPS that it's got nothing to it. But because of the neat customization of the game and all of the funny things that you can do, I mean, I've seen people do weird things using the cloak tool, for instance, but all those little tools make it worthwhile for you to experiment with the different game modes, different game types, and different equipment that you could customize yourself to be, you know, a Hulk in one respect, and then the next day you're like this weird speedy cloaky person. So, I mean, you could go for completely different builds. And eventually, I think it's going to get to a point where people will have specific builds. People are still experimenting with the game at the moment, but people are definitely going to have like proper builds in the future, I would assume. That was my first review. It wasn't amazing, was it? No, I don't think it was very good, but it was my third attempt. It is my third attempt, I mean. It is my third attempt, so my enthusiasm kind of died after the second attempt when I was like, oh no, I've done something wrong with fraps. Because I had black bars because the res was wrong and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, okay? I have a standard with these videos. The commentary and description of the game might be terrible, but you know what? If the resolution's bad, I am not putting that thing on the internet. It's a standard, damn it. But I hope you've enjoyed this little reviewing. It's kind of more of a little way of saying that I'm going to do more videos on this game, maybe, possibly, on the different builds, maybe some fun builds, or maybe just me commentating on the game. I think that would be kind of fun. But anyway, like, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hope you enjoyed this little review here. I feel that with doing more of these, I'll definitely get much better at it. But I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.